Okay. So maybe many of you are already familiar with this Industry Revolution 4.0 or term 4.0. So if we have Revolution 4.0, maybe we have also Revolution 3.0. So that we will see when the Revolution 3.0 or 2.0 or 1.0. So before that, see what is this? So we can see this is the traditional, how to drive generator, right? Using the water, river, and then the using the kincir, kincir air. So we can turn the shaft, and then the shaft will turn the generator. So we can generate the electricity with a very traditional way. Yeah? And also such kind of equipment, we can use for the grinding machine manually. Yeah.
Okay. Ada student dah masuk.
Okay. Yeah, for the grinding machine, and then this is for such kind of the equipment. Yeah. How we can manage manually with the operator to fill I don't know this rice in the back one by one. Yeah. This there in the past or maybe recently also still exists. Now, so actually, what is the revolution of the industry? Yeah, so this started from 18th century, 17,080 something, when the industry 1.0 or the mechanization of the farming started in Europe and France or in Britain. So then the revolution, industry started there, 1.0, when we can use the mechanical machine to farming. And then the beginning and of the 20th century, 19 something, the revolution industry for 2.0 started when the introducing mass production. Mass production line when the electricity, electric energy already been provided, whether using the hydropower or coal fired power, etc. So from that, then we can use the machine to help us to assemble or to manufacture product or goods, so that we can accelerate the mass production. And then when the robot electronics developed in IT specifically in 1970s, then the Industrial Revolution 3.0 started. So when we can use the automation production using robot, and then the precision and then the fault and the mistake will be reduced using the robot, because robot have tired, getting tired like a human. Like in the previous check sheet that we can see that the human affected by the environment, so then will affect the concentration of working, but robots no, so there will be reducible this. So this is Industrial Revolution 3.0. And then for today, 21st century, so where the internet is becoming very popular, and then everyone already used or utilizing the internet and handphone, so everything will be on hand. Yeah, everything will be on hand, so you can manage all of your needs, of your uh, control using your on your hand, using the handphone, for example, or using the cellular phone. So this is the management of the industrial, so based on the cyber physical system. So when we control of the manufacturing or organization, using the computer, so we can manage all of the supplying, delivering, using the or manufacturing using the computer. So this all of this started in the especially in this century, 21st century. So we can call as the industry 4.0 or industrial revolution 4.0 started. Okay. Yeah, I was involved in this industrial revolution 4.0 in Malaysia about 3 or 4 years back, in Putrajaya, when the Majelis Profesor Negara met, have a meeting there to develop, to respond. What is the status in industrial revolution in Malaysia? Yeah. At the time, then started to formulate and to make a strategy. So what should be the response of the industrial 4.0 in Malaysia to face this kind of Internet of Things, for example, or the revolution. Yeah. So this there are 3 phases industrial revolution before 4.0. This just already we have to access now. What is the industrial revolution 4.0 started? Actually, this industry 4.0 introduced by the team, German researcher team, to give their nation an edge over their global competitors. So their proposal initially wants to initiate a fully computerized system. The competition may be based on the requirement of the customer, so they can how to fulfill the requirement that increasing significantly, for example, so they cannot fulfill or cannot achieve by the only robot, only the automation, but they want to do more, so then to increase the productivity, in German. So then German initiate the term of the revolution 4.0, especially at the manufacturing firm. So Japan and the USA and China as well. Especially in 2025, the China counter and align their policy within the new revolution. Malaysia from these 3 or 4 years back, popular with the industry for what? Industry for WRD. So this is the same actually the industrial revolution 4.0. Okay. So and 2011 actually the developed country like Japan, America, and European country already in the level of a 3.8, Industry 3.8. Yeah. At the time, Malaysia, yeah, small and medium enterprises recently 2.0. So from the roundtable meeting that I attended last time, 3 or 4 years in Putrajaya, so then we want to know about the status. What is the especially for the small and medium company status, yeah, in the industrial revolution. So they decided that the revolution of 2.0 to 2.5. So this is not fully automated, yeah, or using the robot. Yeah, so they can half, yeah. So this for the small and medium enterprises. Actually, at the time, I speak up also and give the such contributions for the experience. Yeah, my experience running the company, manufacturing company at the time for manufacture drilling pipes. Yeah. So actually, without my knowing about the industrial revolution at the time, but we use computer and we use the automation, yeah, to develop the production line. Yeah, because at that time I was ordered by my the owner of the company that you should develop uh, all certification of API 5 API, yeah, and the certification of the API 5 city, meaning that we should manufacture and we should sell by ourselves for the manufacturing of drilling pipes. So for this, we should get the certification for the American Petroleum Institute standard. Yeah, so then we should develop the infrastructure, yeah, to fulfill the requirement of the order of 6,000 drilling pipe in 1 year. Yeah, so I have put time for yeah, at that time 1.5 years that I should establish the infrastructure and the certification to get the certified from the API 6 months. So then what should I do at the time? Yeah, so I should calculate what is the our facility. Yeah, then what is the capability of the productivity in the, per day, for example, how many parts that we can manufacture or we can make the finished product in 1 day. Yeah. So this is that I should make any automation and then also using the robot, yeah, in my production line. So then we can fulfill, yeah, by plan 6 months I can fulfill the infrastructure, the machine, and then other infrastructure testing extra, and then also as well as the audit for API. So this is Alhamdulillah I finished, and then I can manufacture 6,000 in 1 year. So this is a project of 10 million US dollar. Yeah. So this is the experience. Yeah. But at that time I already applied the revolution of 3.0 because I use the automation and also some robot, yeah, without any involving the human, but the helping of the robot and the automation in order to accelerate, yeah, the process. So this is the example. So in the meeting, yeah. So in the meeting of the Majelis Profesional Negara, also I introducing what are my experience at the time. Many of the member talking about the status where what is status of the industry in Malaysia, where what is level, which level, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. So that many discussion of that, and then we see Malaysian small and medium enterprises, especially status at 2.0 to 2.5 level in the industrial revolution. The big company, of course, the big company apply maybe already 3.0 or 3.5 because they based on the mother company from the US, from Japan, from Europe. Yeah, so that the big company, but the small and medium company is established by the local people. Usually they based on depends on the situation. So the situation in this case, so I explained to the member to the meeting that actually the automation and robot and also involving of the computer, internet something. This is actually already given. I mean, this is a package. If you want to develop, so I told at the time, so you can hire me, so I can implement, Industry 4.0 at this company, for example, or in an organization. So what is the important there? That's what I want to highlight. The important is the order from the customer. If there is no order from the customer, then no need the automation or Internet of Things, because this will be costly. Will be costly because without any order, that overload price. So then the automation or robot or Internet of Things not necessary. So that's why like if we sell the pisang goreng, for example, no need Industry 4.0. We can manage by ourselves all of the productivity, cutting the banana and then the fried, and boiling and then fried the banana, etc. And then we can serve by ourselves as well. So without any helping of robot or something. So this is the very simple of the example that what is the most important. In my personal opinion is the order. If the order is there, then what is the driver of the Industrial 4.0? To transform from 3.0 to 4.0, like a technological advancement. We need the technology of the automation, for example, or apply a robot. Is there knowledge and scale as well? So this is followed by the utilizing the advancement of the technology. So the knowledge and scale will be lift up. So we should follow the training, so that the scale will be scaled up. And then as well as in the when we get the many order, of course there will be in one kind of the product or many kind of product. In my case, for example, many kind of can be the size of the drilling pipe or connector or protector. So there's different order, different product. So then they will info to our supplier, as well as the customer, or as a whole is the global supply chain. The supply chain will be transformed. So then how to make the more efficient, the management of the supply chains. So we know about the supply chain management in the past. Then how to accelerate this when we info, the technology advancement like internet or online system, cyber physics system, for example. So this is they will be affected to the supply chain management as well. And of course, by applying the 4.0, so we can more competitive. So we can fulfill the what is the competitive advantages, especially the responses. For example, the responsive by the order, so we can fulfill quickly or based on the order the time, to deliver. Yeah, so this is the competitiveness will be affected in this time, will be transformed. So then when we apply the industry or transform to industry 4.0. Of course, the regulation is there. Regulation using the standard or using the competition, ethics, for example. So the regulation will be developed as well. Will be transformed from the 3.0 to the 4.0. And then customer behavior, they will be transformed as well. So customers that want to have the changing, and very quickly what they want, then they will the customer want to have at the spot. For example, I want sate, for example, then second, satu kelip mata saja sate sudah ada di depan. So this is the by applying the industrial 4.0, so everything will be managed quickly, because the input from our human is less, but automation and the robot will be playing the important role in the production and others. So this is very, very important, customer behavior. So that especially seperti kita kan, if you want to have something, then kena hari ini, seperti anak kecil saja, minta duit beli, minta duit sekarang. Seperti kita juga sebagai customer, for example, we have a car, so we want to have the sunroof, for example, and what we have the existing car, so we ask to, for example, we use the Honda CR-V, for example, that there is no sunroof, so then we can ask to the company to as input. So next year, please you make the car with the sunroof. So this is the important. The industry 4.0 transformation, the drivers. So what is the important in mind? In this or these drivers, in my persona is the economic order or global economic order. There is no order, no need to have the 4.0. This is because it's costly. If you provide any robot, any computer, any interconnection, sensor, so this all of this will be costly. If you do not have the order, then no point. Establishing the technology advancement in your organization or in your company. So, and what is the Malaysian status here? If we based on the drivers, the existing driver, even the SME, small and medium enterprises, status is 2.0 to 2.5 level, but Malaysia actually already have the infrastructure. Just now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 drivers. So then, actually, they're ready, to be leading in the industry 4.0. So the Malaysian position is here. So this is the based on the structure of a production score. Between 0 to 10, and then the y-axis is the drivers production score. So this is drivers is just now based on the 7 or 8 component. So Malaysia is here the position. In the leading sector. We have the 4 quadrant when this legacy and nascent, and then the high potential. So this is the there are 4, and the one is the leading. In this quadrant. So Malaysia is in this quadrant where the drivers is 6. or 7 score, and then the core 7, and then the structure of the production score 7 as well. So this is already in the leading, ready for facing the industry 4.0. Okay. So for the illustration, you can see in the 2006, maybe you're still childhood, did not exist at the time. 2006, iPhone, iPad. At that time, maybe a handphone. I have experience to have a handphone with a bigger battery, the big battery, and then the handphone still using the antenna. The antenna is so long, and then we can the battery is a nickel cadmium battery. So it is the only 2 hours. So the big handphone. So then the coverage of the phone of the electromagnetic wave still limited. So if you move to a certain place, and then you will not catch the you cannot receive the electromagnetic wave. So you can move to another. So this is the 2004, 2003 until 2006. So this at that time I was proud to have the handphone, and if I make a call, so I will use my sound loudly. Hello, so that to pay attention to everyone to see. Oh, this is rich people, for example. Even though this the handphone is the office phone, facility, so that I use that one. So there is no internet phone, iPhone. There is no iPhone at the time, as well as another 4G, Grab, Airbnb, So this is it's not there, Like Airbnb, I utilize this for my to rent my house in Kuala Lumpur at that time for renting for the homestay, using the Airbnb. So this system, the Airbnb, the owner is the US, US. So this using the other people's property, they use for the homestay, for example. So they we can share the profit, and then we pay the tax also for US. So this is the because of the today's utilizing of the industrial 4.0. Android also at the time is not there. So you would not find this kind of the facilities. If as well as the how to get the customer, For example, it is comparison to have customer 100 million customers. So like a telephone, I need 75 years. Telephone, especially fixed phone. To have this kind of customers very rare. It's very difficult, and maybe because of the expensive and the line is not there. So need 75 years. Web, at the time 7 years. Facebook, 100 million customer, 4 years. Instagram, 2 years. And Pokemon, 100 million to 1 month. So this is a comparison when the Industrial Revolution 4.0 is applied. Actually, what's the key point in the Industrial Revolution 4.0 is because of the cyber physical system, where the software control physics of the computation, computer, etc. Control of the machines, many machine, etc. or tools, and the communication between department, between the suppliers, for example. So this is the control by the computer. using the internet. All of them using the internet, so they all will be wireless, for example. So this is the basic of the Industrial 4.0. That is the cyber physical system. This is a system of collaborating computational element controlling physical entities. So this is all of the physical entities will be integrated. Will be integrated and then computer control. For example, if we want to control the machine, so of course we should understand what is the status, the operation or running of the machine. So then we should have the sensor. Not only sensor, so we should have the transmitter. We should use the transmitter of data that to understand what is the status of the machine anytime. So the transmitting the data from the machine that we can use for any purposes, for example, for the plant or the maintenance, etc. So this is the cyber physical system. So the illustration, the factory, for example, the coming for the industrial revolution 4.0, so the rigidly sequenced car manufacture and the car manufacture on the production line. So we can use such kind of the production line, consists of the workstation 1, 2, 3, and 4, dependence of the function. Like this is putting the body and then the cap, and then assembling the tire and then seats, etc. And then the deliver to the customer or to the distributor. So this is for the 2D factory, but maybe later, will be in this. So all of the workstation can have the any function. Can do any function. For the setting the body, assembling the car, window, and then the seats, etc. So they all of the workstation can use the function. So then, if we want to one workstation the full, so that we can do the using the another workstation. So this thing in the integration of the manufacturing system. Very high integrated manufacturing system, and flexible also, of course, because we will not rigid like in this line, production line. Then on the workstation 2, only putting the window or door of the car, for example. And workstation 3 only tire. But in this case, we can do any function. Depends on the requirement. Depends on the process itself, waiting time, etc. And in our this is based on our country's strategy, the advancement and the convergence of the technology and industrial revolution 4.0. Based on the for example, here in the industrial 4.0, so we use the big data analysis. So of course, the analysis of the data is very important. So just now we can see if we we understand the status of a machine today, tomorrow, and anytime. The condition of the so we can catch the data. What is the trend of the data? What is the kind of data? Can be vibration, can be temperature, can be rotation per minute, for example, RPM, and any data from the machine, the performance of machine, for example, or equipment or tools. So then we can integrate between one tool to another tools, because this is a system. Between one tool and another tool, there is the interaction each other. So then the data should be analyzed. So then from this, this is very important for example, we can do the maintenance, not only for the to avoid any breakdown or regular maintenance, we can have the predictive maintenance, yeah, for the 5 years, for the 10 years, or for the 1 year. So we can predict, because we can analyze, or we can gather all machine data or the operational data, and we can analyze, and then we can predict, and we can plan, yeah, what should we do after 2 years, 3 years, yeah? For example, when we overall, how we should have, yeah, with the only breakdown. Yeah? So we know that the breakdown is costly very high, but we can predict the maintenance, and there will be lowering the breakdown occurrence. Yeah? The artificial intelligence, for example, also this may be very important. AI, yeah, so that the machine can learn by itself, yeah, how to overcome the problem by itself. Yeah. Nowadays we have a robot, ya. Siapa itu nama itu robot? Siapa nama? Ada yang tahu? Siapa itu? Sophia. Have you heard about Sophia robot? So how they interact with the human? And then the robot is becoming clever and clever because they interact the human, and they can analyze what the word, what is the action that should be done. So this is the same as the machine. This is a machine actually. So then the machine can be becoming clever and clever like human. We learn, so the machine also can learn by itself, and then something happens that they can overcome. They can selfish if there's something happen. Augmented reality. Yeah, the augmented reality also very important. This very important if we want to assist the maintenance and the field. Yeah, from the remote area, from the office, from the center. Yeah? So then how to do the maintenance or any actually unpredictable occurrence, so that we can assist from the remote area. So this is very important, augmented reality. So that everything can be solved quickly, and it's very easy, without any movement of human. So we can communicate using the monitor, not only the sound but also the monitor, so we can see visually, what the interaction between two places, between two operator and different places. Cyber security, this is how the safety of using the digital data or the digital communication. This it should be developed as well. And additive manufacturing. Today, based on a machine, for example, so we can have the computer aided design and then computer aided manufacturing, so we can interpret in the manufacturing from the aided design. So from the figure, from the design, so we can direct implement it into the machine. But maybe the additive manufacturing also based on the today 3D printing, for example, using the 3D printing, so that we can easy to construct object using the 3D without any involving the human. So they just a raw material, and then we can manufacture a certain product. So the additive manufacturing, so many other additional, so that will be successful of the manufacturing will be make easier. System integration, the integration between one machine to another machine, one section to another section, department, suppliers, using the internet and using the computer, and the internet, so that we can easy how to manage all of this, from the order, from the supplier, from the from the raw material, and then the return to the customer. Our customer give the order, and then the company will give the order to the supplier for the raw material, and then the manufacturer, and then deliver. So this is the integration system. Internet of Things, of course, this will be utilizing the internet by today's internet, yeah, then we can integrate, yeah, our system, yeah, wireless without any cabling, yeah, near cable. Yeah, so using the internet, using the yeah, of course, this internet using the optical fiber. I mean the optical fiber. So without any less interference of the. For example, if we use the we use the what is that electromagnetic wave using the satellite. Yeah, they will electromagnetic wave will be influenced by the lightning, for example. You see, we have the astro television, and when the raining, so stop the program, yeah? Because the lightning is electromagnetic, so electromagnetic wave as well. So they will affect the electromagnetic wave of our the astro program, television program. Yeah? Cloud computing, yeah, cloud computing is possible. Notice you should not have any facility for doing the research and development. So that like the cloud, yeah, you can compute, you can ask to the other company to do it, and then the result will be yours. Yeah, maybe the other company using the facility, using the physical, and then they will give to us, yeah, the result. Cloud computing. Nowadays, very very popular, right? And we also, for example, using the Google, yeah, Google Drive, yeah, and then without any, we use our thumb drive or external drive, or so we use the cloud drive, yeah, Google Drive, to store our data extra. Autonomous robot, yeah, it's easy to understand the automation, yeah, using the automatic machine, or by helping the robot to move one equipment to another equipment place, or bringing the material from one place to another place using robot, or to operate the machine itself using robot. Simulation, yeah, by the gathering the data, so the simulation today is very easy, yeah, using the microprocessor, increasing the microprocessor, yeah, like i3, yeah, i5, i7, so they increase the speed of the simulation. So then they allow the alternative solution quickly as possible. Of course, the advanced material that will be used there, yeah, the automated, for example, for the sensor, yeah, sensor, the vibration sensor using the piezoelectric material, for example, so this very, or thermoelectric extra. So this will be utilizing the smart material, yeah, smart material. So this is the development of the material for the supporting into the industrial 4.0 is very big as well. Okay. So this is the just now that I have explained, and actually also we have explained as well the impact or aspect, yeah, of the industrial 4.0 into the supplier chain, yeah, supplier chain, the value of the chain, yeah, between one supplier to another supplier, or one customer to another customer, or one supplier to another customer. So this is the will be impact to this, yeah. For example, global communication infrastructure, factory infrastructure, supply chains management, tool and features. So they will be affected. All of this by coming or adapting the industrial revolution 4.0. If the maintenance, repair, and overhaul, it will be by the just now, yeah, the predictive maintenance. So we can predict the longer later, yeah, 5 years later, 10 years later, what happened, or when we should have the overhaul, repair, extra. So this will be a aspect, yeah, the value chain will be affected. So this is the illustration, yeah, where the digital world will support all the product design, product planning, production engineering, and services, and production of good to the real product, and then that will be delivered to the customer. So all of this is because of the digital world using the simulation, and then product life cycle management, manufacturing executive system, totally integrated automation, etc. Using the digital world. And the implication, of course, the implication of this adapting the Industrial Revolution 4.0, like a robot. We should introduce a robot into our industry. And then also will be a potential, to have the predictive maintenance, in order to reduce any breakdown maintenance, and any periodical maintenance. So we see why periodical maintenance? Yes, periodical maintenance sometimes follow the manufacturer guidance, right? Like we have discussed last time. If we have a car to change the tire, whether we change all of, we just so this is the important, which tire that we should check first. And so this is because of the predictive maintenance, and we follow the data. If we can have the all data, for tires in our car, we can see visually, but in the machine, maybe temperature, vibration, and other data should be collected using the sensor. So then they will be important and will be analyzed and predict. And any others potential implication like additive manufacturing machine as a service by own service, is applying the artificial intelligence into the machine, etc. And this is the very simple example, like we can control light from the remote area. For example, if in our house, we can turn on aircon, for example, or heater, for example, for the position country, the heater. So then when we arrive home, so there everything will be okay. Already aircon already conditioned, whether the 25 temperature, for example, 25 degrees Celsius temperature, for example, can be using the aircon and the summer season, or using the stove, for the winter season. This Metronic just now we can for the Metronic we can measure our blood glucose, meter digital blood glucose. We have maybe you have been familiar with the like watch, and then there we can also measure our blood pressure, etc. And regarding our health. The rubber and also maybe the T-shirt can get the all information for our body, so that we can deliver any important information about the heart rate, about the movement intensity, and other data. That's very important. So this will be in our T-shirt, and then there will be transferred. Will be transmitted to our handphone, and the handphone will process, and then what is the important information that we should take action. For example, we should go to doctor, for example, because of some problem in our body, right? As well as this tennis. If you are tennis player, so then if you want to increase your skill, for example, then you should understand what is the speed of the ball that when you hit the ball, and in which position, whether the center or the side, etc. So all of this will be equipped with the sensor, so that the sensor will be any information that needed for the improvement on the skill, the playing of the tennis. Of course, this industrial 4.0 will be having impact, to the economy, to the business, to the national group, society, individual. Economic growth will be affected, economic aging, will be productivity. So all of this will be affected, as well as the business, the customer expectation. You see that the customer expectation will determine the quality, right? The quality depends on the performance and the customer expectation. So it will be changing, as well as the changing of the performance aspect. How to they fulfill the customer requirement or expectation. Another impact on the national and global, the government maybe, they should uh, make the regulation, how to use the YouTube, for example, and then for the children, for the adult. So this will be impact to the government to make the rule and regulation, and then how to manage this all of this technology. The society, also inequality will be equality, and the individual identity, the morality, the ethics. And it will be changed. If you are nowadays using the handphone all the time, you play the handphone without any interaction between each other. So this is the impact of the today's national 4.0. It's not only for our identity or morality, but it's interacted with the company or the organization or the manufacturer, and the office, the worker, and they will be affected as well. And then this is in Malaysia, in the world, the 10 top skills to be relevant in Industry 4.0. But what I want to highlight here, that in 2015, among the 10 skills, the active listening, is there, but 2020 is not active listening. So this is we should not listen to other, but we should active by ourselves, because everything in on hand. You can searching by yourself, whether all of the information there. So this the changing the skills that year by year that are relevant to the Industry 4.0. And in our country, of course, what is the goal and target? The first is to increase the level of the productivity. So this is very important. And the other, for example, another elevate the contribution, the manufacturing sector to the economy of the countries. So this will be affected. Of course, we have the infrastructure, we have the drivers, so that very welcome, with the fishing or adapting the industrial revolution 4.0 in order to increase our competitive advantages in the global, and the regional, on the global. Okay, and this is a allocation of budget. Thank you. So it's up 1 hour, so finish. So all of the course already finished, and then any question?
No, Dokter.
Oke ya, jelas ya.
Jelas.
Yeah, for your information, I have put the group assignment in the column, so please open and then do by with your friends and with your group. So I hope your member info in the discussion, so then all member also understand at the end of the discussion, and you can submit. Okay, next week we have one more individual assignment, and another which we have test.
Individual assignment, which topic, Doctor?
1st or 2nd of June, or you can submit as soon as possible. This is 2 questions, so actually it's not difficult.
Doctor,
I hope that yes.
Individual assignment, which topic, Doctor?
Which assignment? Group assignment or individual?
Individual.
Or for the next week. So I will put in the WhatsApp group. I will choose. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question?
Doktor, nak tanya, group assignment tu still pakai group yang sama ke?
Boleh. Atau you buat group lain juga boleh. The important that you have the group.
Okay, thank you, Doktor.
Jangan sampai tak ada grup ya. Kalau sendiri tak boleh, 2 orang juga tak boleh. So 5 orang lah. Then make a discussion using the Zoom or Google Meet, so you can discuss or using the WhatsApp. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay, if you have no any questions, so thank you for your attention for today. So hopefully this will be beneficial for you, and tetap kita jaga kesehatan, jangan sampai terimbas ya oleh COVID-19. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Dokter. Thank you, Dokter.
Salam.
Okay.
Thank you, Dokter.
Okay.